So today I got a package from Temu, of all places. I've decided to pick up three Jinhao pens. The reason I went for Temu is because I found these two pens, which I couldn't really see on anywhere else, like Amazon, where I normally would buy my fountain pens. It's just going to be a quick overview. I haven't got these inked up yet. I've got far too many pens inked up, and I really don't want to run the risk of anything drying out. So I'll take these off their plastic cases and just give you a first impressions of these pens. So these are all Jinhaos. The, f- the first one I'm going to talk about is this interesting, unique looking pen. Now, I believe it's a ceramic pen. It's of the Jinhao 8802 model, and it reminds me a little bit of my Jinhao 950 Lotus, which I have reviewed around about last week. So definitely check that out. And the reason I bought this one is because, again, it's very unique floral design, pink flowers. I think there would be sakura flowers on branches, and there's you got a lotus flower thing going on here. So it feels like a matching pair type of pen, and I thought it would be quite cool to buy this one to accompany this one. I would like to ink this one up in a gentle pink color just to complement the artwork on this pen. It's more on the thinner side than most of my other pens. It comes with a standard Jinhao clip, like you. The clip is very standard Jinhao with the shield and the logo. Let's see how many twists it takes. Hold on a minute. One. Okay, I'm struggling here a little bit. Right, first time doing this. I think I'm just gonna have to yank it out. There you go, like so. So it doesn't have any rings around the section, nor is there any rings inside the cap. So it is one that you're gonna have to pull out. Interestingly enough, I had the same problem with the Jinhao 950. Comes with a standard nib with the Jinhao logo. This comes in fine one-tone steel nib, and comes with a nice converter cartridge. Okay, again, what stood out for me, the reason why I got this is because, simply put, the artwork and the design of this pen with the nice lotus flowers. There's even a couple of birds in there to boot. So I'll just check if it posts. It's not the best. I mean, it's kind of hanging off the end of the barrel, to be honest. But you can post it. Not the heaviest pen, but there is some weight. But it doesn't go all the way through, so it looks a little bit unsightly. So it's probably going to be one that will be best written uncapped. Clips on very nicely to close. So I'm going to move on to the Jinhao 100 Centennial. I got this in Galactic Blue. It was one I couldn't find on Amazon. I absolutely love the color of the blue. It's shimmering. It's got some black waves as well, if you can see around here. I believe this is inspired from the Parco Duofold. They have this in multiple different colors, and what I like about it is the white marble type effect that accompanies the blue shine that the pen has. It's quite lightweight. I was expecting it to be a wee bit heavier. So it's quite light, as stated. Beautiful color across the barrel and the cap, and the white marble on the finial and the end of the cap really does accentuate the color. I love the clip. It is quite flexible, so it's not too stiff. You got a gold band here with the Jinhao logo on it. Let's see how many twists it takes to uncap. Wait a minute. One, 2, 3. Okay, quite a fair amount. Does it post? It's okay. I'm not too thrilled about it. It does stick on, but I don't get the feeling that it will stay. Again, it's probably one pen that I will do writing uncapped. And just looking at the finial, if I can get this to focus, you got the standard Jinhao logo in gold. So very nice touch to the pen. And you got some plastic rings across, plastic rings within the inside of the cap and the barrel. And you got a nice two-tone nib. I think this is going to be fine. I don't know, but I can't wait to get this inked up. This is most certainly going to go ahead with my Midnight Blue Mont Blanc ink, just to suit the name of the pen in terms of it being the galactic edge color. And it comes with a standard Jinhao converter. So I'm quite pleased with that. I love the gold finish here as well. This is probably the most beautiful pen of the three. However, I'll be going around talking about the next one because I'm quite excited to get this inked up and I can't wait to show you demonstrations of that. So putting that aside, the last pen, this is the Jinhao 159. Now I know they've recently come out with the X159 and much of the difference lies within the cap, the clip. This one comes with your standard Jinhao Shield clip, which you can see over here, and with the 950 Lotus. So I think it's essentially a Jinhao pen. It's one of the ways you could recognize it. I understand this is basically a tribute, or some might say a knockoff, to the Mont Blanc Meisterstock. But just look at the way this purple pops. I mean, it shines in the light really nicely. I'm surprised, to be honest. I love the color. I don't have such a striking purple pen. Definitely doesn't scream subtlety, my friends. Definitely doesn't scream subtlety. Very weighty. It's got incredible amount of thickness. I'm actually really surprised by this. I do wish that they had a Jinhao logo here to try and at least mimic the Mont Blanc. I actually have a Meisterstock to compare it to, and this, my friend, will be reviewed one day. I got this in ballpoint. It's a wedding anniversary, but I'll be reviewing this extensively another time. But as you can see, you've got the Mont Blanc logo at the finial. You don't have anything here, which would have been a nice touch if Jinhao added their logo there. Okay, but yeah, more thicker than the Mont Blanc, but it's lighter than the Mont Blanc. Okay, what do I love about this? Obviously, the outlandish color. So, how many turns does it take to uncap? One. Wow, one. That's it. Job done. Okay, you've got metal rings here and plastic rings here. So, there could be cause for wear and tear because of the metal and plastic action. Right, now, one-tone nib. I think this would be in medium. Again, I don't know. I should check these things, to be honest, but I get so excited and caught up and carried away when I'm buying bulk order pens. Well, it's not really bulk, but multiple orders. Section of a nice plastic feel. And another standard Jinhao converter. I don't know what I'm going to be inking this up with, to be honest. I have a Diamine Imperial Purple, but I think this calls for something more flashier. I might get this in Amaranth, ink this up with Diamine Amaranth, to be honest, to accompany this wild purple, to be honest. You can see the Jinhao 150. I don't know why it says 159, to be honest. And you got the Jinhao logo around the O-ring around the cap, and again the clip is quite stiff, but I can't wait to ink this up and show you some writing demonstrations. I think at some point I'm probably going to get the Jinhao 159 or 150X. It's gone out of my head the exact name of this pen, but I'll be looking at both of them together at some point. So overall, I'm quite impressed with these pens, and I can't wait to get these things inked up and ready to use. So in time, I will do diligence and get these sorted out and put out a review so you guys know what it's like in terms of the writing experience. Thank you very much, and do subscribe.